First thing is just a 2023 year in review. Just been thinking back through this last year and how much fun we had. There was a couple things I didn't get a chance to do though that I was bummed about. I wanted to go red fishing, didn't happen. Wanted to go striper fishing, didn't happen. And I thought I was gonna go to Christmas Island and that didn't happen either. It opened the week after our trip was canceled. But we had some incredible trips. Some of them are on YouTube. We have some other videos. We had an incredible trip to Cuba, a great trip to Hobosch. I landed 2 permit there, which I was super pumped about. And our winter steelhead season was really, really good last year. Locally, we had a lot of fun out at Nia Bay fishing, as well as around Puget Sound. Ended up getting 2 kings on the fly, which was super rad. So I asked a couple of the guys from the shop about what their favorite memories were of 2023, and here's a couple of things they had to say.
So I would probably say it's one of 2 memories. It doesn't really result in any fish. We went muskie fishing in May last year after spending about 2 hours tying a fly the size of a keyboard and hanging it up on a log. It was a beautiful day, which is nice. I had to strip down to underwear and swim to get the fly. Favorite fish resulting memory, I would probably say the hip trip to Hobosch. Getting first tarpon was awesome, and then getting able to chase after permit with Blake, big permit too, and get first shots at that. I won't forget that feeling for a long time.
Oh, it was definitely steelheading with you and Aaron. Finally catching and landing my first steelhead. That was awesome. It definitely really got me back into steelheading. I was a little distraught up until that point, but this year was great for that. Yeah, a bunch of firsts. I got my first bonefish in Mexico. That was sweet. I got to watch you catch a permit. That was the first time I saw a permit caught in real life. The Montana trip again this year was awesome with the very large group we had this year, and that was amazing. Everybody had a lot of fun. Next year, Christmas Island. Got to get my first GT. Triggerfish too. I want to triggerfish so bad.
Finding my own beach to get some coho off the beach. It's kind of a hard thing to do in the Sound. You're usually shoulder to shoulder, so finding a particular beach that you're gonna have to find yourself and being able to hook some coho alone was pretty memorable. There were some pinks that I caught this year that fall out harder than coho, and that was pretty cool. Getting pinks. It's my first year I've been getting into pink salmon, so maybe the pinks. I know it's kind of an everyday answer. Everyone's catching pinks, but that was pretty fun.
So what about you? What did you do in 2023 out on the water that really stood out? We'd love to hear from you. Swing by the shop and share a story, or post down below in the comments. We'd love to hear about your 2023 fishing experiences and memories. So now it's the beginning of February. I intended to make this video about a month ago to look forward to 2024. 2024 kicked off with a trip to Belize. Aaron and I hosted 6 anglers down there. Super rad trip. We have video about that that's linked that you can check out. And so I was gonna film the video right when I got back, except that I got back and got sick with COVID, and that knocked me down for like 2 weeks. January has been almost a throwaway month for me, and now we're launching into February, but we have a lot of really great stuff coming up. Steelhead season has kicked off and it's been really good. If you have some time to get out to the coast, you should do it. February, March, we still have several weeks left. We have a lot of openings for trips if you want to get out and go fish. We have a house for you to stay at. It works out great. You come in the night before the trip, spend the night. In the morning, we cook you breakfast. That's included. Lunch is on the river. If you fish a second day, we'll cook you dinner that night as well. Check it out. Link down in the description below for steelhead trips. We'd love to host you out on the coast. If you've never spey casted before and you're brand new to that, we love to teach spey casting. So let us know if you have questions. Give us a call at the shop. Send us an email. Comment down below. But hopefully you can join us out on the coast for some steelhead fishing this winter. Speaking of steelhead, we just did a podcast with Rich Sims, one of the founders of the Wild Steelhead Coalition. It's just awesome to sit down and talk to people like Rich. And so check out that podcast. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere that you get podcasts. Yeah, so take a listen. Let us know what you think about conservation and steelheading and just kind of the tension that exists there and what your thoughts are on that. So things I'm looking forward to in 2024, I am really looking forward to my Cuba trip that's coming up in a couple weeks. My wife's coming on the second one. We're doing 2 trips back to back, and we're doing a trip aboard a yacht for the first week, and then we're doing a cultural trip with some different couples and people kind of over the western half of the country. And I haven't done anything quite like that before, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then April, we're going to Christmas Island. We have a full group going. We're super pumped to finally go. This thing has been on pause since we went in 2019. And now that the island's open, I heard fishing's great. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really want to catch a golden trevally. I know everyone's always wanting to catch GTs. Golden trevally, though, are a little bit different. They feed kind of like permit, a little bit spookier and more cautious, and like they're focused more on like crabs and shrimp and stuff like that. So really want to catch one of those. I have not caught one of those on Christmas Island yet. So golden trevally on the menu. Also triggerfish. I really want to just focus on some triggerfish because you don't really get to fish triggers in the Caribbean quite like you do in Christmas Island. We'd love to hear about what trips you have coming up. Let us know in the comments down below. We're already planning out 2025 trips, which I think is a little bit crazy. The first one in the year is going to be in January, a trip to Belize. It's going to be slightly different than the trip that we did this last year. We're going to be staying at the Rocky Point Permit Camp, and we're super excited about this brand new camp that is being opened up. We're one of the partners in this new camp with Jeff Spiegel, the guy that's behind Cayo Francis Farm and Fly that we have stayed at previously. And so we're gonna do a snorkel trip, a guide trip, and then a shuttle up to the camp for some really cool fishing on the reef side as well as the lagoon side. We have a video that gives you a layout of the camp, the property, the waters that get fished, stuff like that. And so we'll link that so you can check that out. Information's already on the website. You can already sign up for the trip. And so we invite you to join us in Belize next year in 2025. We'll be doing another Christmas Island trip as well as a Cuba trip. Information should be on the website very, very soon about that. We'll be putting it in the email newsletter as well. And then the other trip that we're going to be doing is a trip to Hobosh, Mexico, but this is going to be slightly different. We're offering two different trips. We're going to offer a trip like we've done in the past where 4 nights, 3 days of fishing in Hobosh. We just fly direct through Cancun. The other option is flying in earlier in the week, flying into Merida and doing a cultural excursion around the city of Merida for a couple days, and then going to Chichen Itzá and doing some cenote swimming and getting to see a bunch of the stuff in the Yucatan. So Mayan ruins, we're gonna have some great food and explore some really cool stuff around the city. And then we will be meeting up with other anglers in Hobosh to go fish with our buddy Samfleet. There will be information on the website as well for that. Please check that out. We're really excited to be offering that trip for 2025 as well. And now coming up April 4th of 2024, we are hosting the Fly Fishing Film Tour again. We've done this for, I don't even know how many years we've done this, 13 years or something crazy, but it's gonna be at the Blue Mouse Theater in Tacoma. Tickets are on sale. You can buy them on the website or come in the shop, and we should have them in the shop soon, but we definitely have them on the website already. We're looking forward to another year of some really fun films and hanging out with all of you, drinking beer and raising money for the Wild Steelhead Coalition. So there's some of the updates that we have for 2024 and 2025. We hope 2023 treated you well, and we're really looking forward to helping you this year have some pretty incredible experiences out on the water. And with that, we'll see you in the next video.